Welcome to Biogas and RNG Online, hosted by BiogasWorld, digital gathering place for leaders and innovators in renewable gas. In this session, we'll be talking about electrification and automation technologies with Alain LeBlanc and Chris Fulmer from ABB's Systems Drive Division. ABB is a leader in electrification and automation technologies, and we're happy to have them with us today. To begin this session, could you walk us through the solutions that ABB provides for the biogas and RNG sector?
Sure. ABB provides, a lot of solutions around our product portfolio, which basically, what we do is that we can provide detail engineering around the product and also some solutions in partnership with engineering firms and end users. We do manufacturing of our product, but also we do what we call integration, where we would, put that into a, what we call an EOS or electrical buildings that would be done into a controlled environment that we can then, ship to the end user site, which is a lot more productive to do in that realm. And then we're also providing commissioning, maintenance, and spare part programs, which, it's nice that we can design and deliver those products, but we want to make sure also that we look at the life cycle of the and operation of the plant in the future. Out of that, then, definitely we have, our products is mainly centered around, what we call medium voltage and low voltage product range, which, power distribution, motors and drives. And then also we do what we call our automation part of the business, which is instrumentation and controls that we can provide to the RNG market.
Wonderful. Thank you. What design considerations enable your solutions to scale from small farm-based digesters to large industrial facilities?
We can be as simple as your budget restricts or as complex as the process requires. We can customize for any needs, but also be cost conscious. It needs to be supported by volume. Use of a standard product for cost-driven projects instead of customization of products with a standard solution to be deployed on a large scale.
We can work with all kinds of different solutions and products to optimize to what the end goal from, the end user is, because, you have a very wide window from, a very small scale RNG facility into a farm up to, a large landfill style of RNG and anything in the middle. So, we're here to sit and have a discussion with, the different partners that is, working on, what the objectives are, and we can work around those to find the proper solutions.
Thank you for your insights. Moving forward to energy transition collaborations, what synergies are you exploring with customers to bring new CCSU and RNG products to life? Moving to energy transition collaborations, what synergies are you exploring with customers to bring new CCUS and RNG projects to life?
What we're looking at is we have a lot of products and services and, software available. And what we developed in the last 3 years is, a suite of what is required for, the RNG that is already there. What RNG is really focused on is how to basically take the gas from, the source and make it to, whatever the different type of plants, which is, either provide natural gas or provide power. All, at the end of the day is all centered around energy delivery. Our products and services, and software is there to try to optimize that, making sure that, you're optimizing energy deliveries in order to, make sure that the plants operate at the lowest cost possible, but also the plant works around, being reliable, and, works 24/7, 365, with a proper maintenance program, a proper services or software that we have, like remote monitoring, to make sure that everything operates within the design window of the products or solution.
Thank you for sharing. Now we'll move on to market trends. Where do you see the biggest growth opportunities for RNG over the next decade, and what policy drivers are most critical?
I think that, the market is still trying to figure where they want to go. I think there's been a lot of changes in the last year or so with change in administration, but definitely what we see as the carbon credit incentive for the RNG. There was definitely a tax incentive as well for new projects. For me is that, now we're waiting and see what the new administration is going to come. What we're seeing already is that there was changes in the requirement for air permits, which is what we see as, the longest item to be able to get approval, which is now being shortened. So, there's already discussion in the market to see how they can accelerate, from the, starting to expense on that new plant in order to make it happen. On a second set on that is, how do, there's a energy consumption coming, there's a wave that's been created in the last couple of years on how you create more power. There's already solutions out there to basically leverage the methane emission from the landfills or from other sources to generate power, but the incentives are not as much as, converting to natural gas. So something can be done there because, with the rise of data centers, which are power hungry, there's definitely something there. The new technologies like creating hydrogen, in order to create hydrogen, you need power. So, it goes hand in hand with, that combustible. And then the last one that we see is the Clean Fuel Production Act, which might requires a shift or fuel cells from creating, power at the end of the day to whatever load is. There was a shift through to use the garbage trucks, to electrify the garbage trucks. But I think now with the Clean Fuel Production Act, what we're seeing also is there might be a shift to convert some of those to use the RNGs that is producing by the plants. So, from the outlook there, I think there's the market is waiting to see where the credit's going to come, what the new program is going to be created for the next months, I would say, from the new administration, and we'll be ready to tackle whatever new challenges.
Thank you for touching on those different policies and different considerations to take into account. Moving forward to your own sustainability goals, how does ABB align its biogas offering with your goals?
Our technologies avoid and reduce emissions in both our customers and our own operations. We're committed to reaching a net zero by 2025 and partnering with our customers and suppliers to enable a low carbon society. We have a program also called Engineered to Outrun. How industries run is critical, from energy, power, and mining to building, transport, manufacturing, and more. They need to meet global demand, be more sustainable, efficient, and manage transitions. To them, running is no longer enough. They need to outperform. We're on a mission to help industries to outrun leaner and cleaner. With our leading technologies in electrification and automation, we help all industries run at a high performance, become more productive, efficient, and sustainable so they can outperform.
So at the end, we call that program Engineering to Outrun, which is, our that was launched in mid last year. And all RNG, new and existing facilities, we can have discussion on how we can help them to be, leaner and meaner from a power standpoint in their operations.
Alain, Chris, thank you for your insights. It's very clear that ABB is more than a technology provider. You're a key enabler in the clean energy transition, and your work in biogas and RNG is helping bridge innovation with impact.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everyone else who tuned in for this session on Biogas and RNG Online. Stick around for more conversations shaping the future of renewable gas.